You know, what if the life we call normal is actually a survival mode? And what if waking up exhausted, working on the job that we don't love, and counting down to weekends, counting down to retirement? It was never life was meant to feel. Most of us think we are making practical choices, but what if fear has been making those choices for us? And what if the voice we have been ignoring is actually our soul trying to guide us towards the life that we were meant to live? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Viet. On this channel, I have created a video with my sharing, which come with the guided meditation, with singing bowl matched with the topic that we have talked about. And I also created just a guided meditation videos or pure singing bowl healing session to bring us back to the silence and stillness. If this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. You know, I think many of us are living in the survival mode without even realizing it. We care about the safety, the security, the stability. None of these things are not bad. We need them. We need homes to live in, food on the table, bills are paid, and a sense of security. But the thing is not about responsibility. The challenge here is when survival becomes the only way that we know how to live. And when fear quietly becomes the driver of every our decision, the fear of not having enough, fear of disappointing people, and fear of losing the security, and fear of not choosing something meaningful because it feels uncertain. And you see, little by little, our soul get pushed to the side, not because we don't care, but because we are busy surviving. I understand this deeply. We can't just quit our job tomorrow. That is not a reality. And honestly, that is not what this message is about. It's about our soul nurturing. And sometimes it begins with a small act of remembering ourselves. If you genuinely love your life, your work, your routine, that is all good and beautiful. But you know, many of us never stop to ask ourselves an honest question. Am I truly happy? Or have I just become comfortable in a survival mode? Because survival mode can become addictive, predictable, and familiar. Even misery can feel safe when it's all we know. But our soul was not created just to survive. There's a part of us that wants more than safety, a part of us that wants meaning, like creativity, joy, freedom, and purpose. And often that voice becomes very quiet beneath all the noise of daily life. And it never disappears. Maybe you have heard it before. That feeling when you imagine doing something you actually love. That small excitement in your chest. That dream you keep pushing aside because it doesn't seem practical. Maybe it's art. Maybe it's writing, healing, teaching, traveling, creating, or even helping others. But then fear always comes in. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? I don't have time for it. Or what if I lose my security? So we silence the soul just to keep the mind comfortable. But here's the truth. You do not have to destroy your current life overnight to honor your soul. You can begin slowly. You can work your job and still dedicate time to what lights you up inside. You can take one small step at a time. Learn a skill, start a project, share your gift, and say yes to what calls you. You know, little by little, your life begins to change. Because the moment you stop abandoning yourself, something shifts inside you. And sometimes life responds in the way that you never expected. You can call it God, universe, or intuition. But when we become brave enough to listen to that deeper voice within us, doors begin to open. Not always instantly, not always easy, but life starts meeting us halfway. But the problem is most of us never take the first step because fear convinces us to stay where we are. But fear is not always a warning. Sometimes fear is simply a doorway to the life that you were meant to live. And maybe today, this is your reminder. You are allowed to want more from life than survival. You are allowed to choose joy. You are allowed to create life that feel alive with your soul. And it may not look like everyone else's path, but your path was never supposed to look like others. So before you continue your day, I want to invite you into a small moment of stillness. Close your eyes if you can. Take a slow, deep breath in and slowly exhale. Again, breathe in and let it go. Allow your body to soften. Your shoulders, your jaw, your chest. Nothing to solve right now. Nothing to prove. Just this moment. Now imagine your life as a garden. One side represents your responsibility, your work, your commitment, the people you care for. Notice that this part of garden matters. It deserves care. But now look at another part of the garden. quieter side. The part that presents your soul. Your joy, your creativity, your purpose, your inner peace. Ask yourself gently, have I been watering this part of my life too? No judgment, only honesty. Now place your hand over your heart and silently repeat. I honor my responsibilities and I honor my soul. I am allowed to create balance. I release the belief that survival is only my option. I trust myself to take small steps towards more aligned life. I do not need to change everything today. I only need to stop forgetting myself. Take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. Feel gratitude for life you are building. And gratitude for the part of you that still longs for meaning, joy, and deeper connection. That longing is not weakness. It is guidance. Slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, and when you are ready, open your eyes. Take care of your responsibility, but don't forget to care for your soul too. Because meaningful life is not built on survival alone.